live from the Quad Cities. This is CBS4 News This Morning at 6.
Plans to revitalize another part of Davenport's riverfront are back on the table. And gubernatorial candidates talk tax returns and medical marijuana. Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Scarlett. It's a project years in the making, and tonight it could finally take another step forward. Ashley Richmond shows us what's happening on Davenport's riverfront tonight. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Emily. Following Mayor Gluba's unprecedented and even surprising veto of the dock project, Davenport City Council chose to override it last month. And now those unanimously approved plans can move forward tonight.
I think the reason that we've had unanimous support from City Council is I think the majority of people in town want to see the dock back. They want to see a quality building. They want a place to go enjoy and engage with the river.
A land lease agreement and a parking license agreement with Ruffheisen Development are going to Committee of the Whole for approval tonight. The lease could last up to 40 years, with the owners paying about $100,000 a year in rent. Then, at the end of the lease, the building will go back to being owned by the city. The new 3-story building would be raised above the floodplain and meets requirements for the River Vision Plan. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll hear what residents have to say about the dock plans. Ashley Richmond, CBS4 News This Morning.
Thanks, Ashley. The race for Iowa governor is heating up as the candidates continue to spar over tax returns. At his weekly news conference, Governor Terry Branstad urged State Senator Jack Hatch to release his last 5 years of returns. Earlier this year, Hatch released his return from last year, but Branstad says that's not good enough. Instead, the campaign is accusing Hatch of having something to hide.
I have disclosed 24 years of my taxes. His campaign manager disclosed 1 year and promised to disclose the previous 4, but then when Senator Hatch found out about it, he said no, and he refuses to this day. I think Iowans deserve to know.
Branstad also said he wants nothing to do with making recreational marijuana usage legal in the state. Hatch is also against it, but would like to see medical marijuana laws expanded. Meanwhile, growing and selling medical marijuana in Rock Island gets some added support. At last night's county board meeting, board members approved a resolution supporting a proposed medical cannabis cultivation center. The center would sit on a 10-acre property on the 8100 block of 51st Street West in Rock Island. Last month, City Council unanimously voted to approve a purchase agreement from the Chicago-based company Green Thumb Industries. If built, the total investment by GTI would be $5 to $10 million, and it's expected to create 30 to 100 new jobs. Another day out of school for students as Galesburg teachers continue their strike, and one group of teachers is taking the picket line to a whole new level. They call themselves Team 24. They're standing their ground in front of Galesburg High School for 24 hours. The teachers say rather than one side versus another, they're rooting for both the GEA and the school board to come together and find a resolution.
Our main goal is we want to be back in the classrooms, and that's what our dedication is to our students.
The GEA will hold a set of meetings with parents to talk about what's going on. The first was held last night at Carl Sandburg College. A second meeting will take place today at the Galesburg Public Library and Thursday at First Lutheran Church. Police are looking for a lifetime registered sex offender after he failed to return to a Davenport facility. Randy Doss was given a lifetime sex offender special supervision sentence after he was sentenced in 2012 for third-degree sexual abuse. Doss originally had been given a life sentence, but it was revoked in July of 2012, and he was eventually transferred to the Davenport work release facility. Officials say Doss was out on an authorized appointment to update his sex offender registry status when he failed to return. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please call police. Many Quad Cityans have been dreading the Centennial Bridge closure, a bridge that makes going from one state to another quick and simple. The bridge closure has detoured many drivers to the Arsenal or I-74 bridge, adding more time and miles. The Illinois Department of Transportation says that closing the bridge was necessary for the safety of both drivers and workers, but closing both lanes has affected many of the area's businesses located right off the bridge. They say there's been a significant decline in customers, something they've noticed even before the bridge closed.
Probably over half, I'd say, the customers have fallen off. Even in the previous weeks before the bridge closing, when they started rerouting people, you could tell it dropping off.
Businesses we talked to say they're counting down the days until the bridge reopens, and that's scheduled to happen September 6th. I bet folks are counting down the days. Good morning to you, Anthony. You know, folks have really been planning their alternate routes long before the bridge closed, so it makes sense that businesses in that area have seen a decline.
Yeah, you know, it's always rough for the businesses that whenever we do have like floodwaters in parts of downtown Davenport for businesses surrounding there, and whenever construction is going on, you have to detour around certain businesses that you normally visit.
That's right, but the good thing is that the month of August is already more than halfway over. We're getting closer to the construction being almost complete, and the end result will, of course, be much better.
Yeah, you know, it'll be over before you know it. A lot of headaches in the for the current time, but brighter days are coming.
All for a good reason.
Yes, out there right now we do have some showers and thunderstorms across southeastern Iowa. We'll zoom in and show you that we do have some heavy showers right now falling right to the north of Burlington over toward Minneapolis, and some very heavy rain falling in that area. And then as we go off to the northwest, we are seeing some more showers and storms there across central Iowa. Now we will see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms here as we head through the morning. Here's a wider view. You can see most of these are moving off to the east and southeast, and this is part of a larger area of rain out over the plains where building heat is taking place. So we will see at least the chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms this morning. Then it's going to get really hot as the day goes on. 61 degrees our current temperature, west-southwest winds at 3 miles per hour. So more and more kids are going back to school, so look out for the little ones today as you head off. 65 to 70 for the morning hours. There will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Then hot and humid this afternoon, high temperatures in the upper 80s, the low 90s. Better chance of showers and storms for tonight. And any of the showers and storms that develop over the next few days have the potential to drop some very heavy rain. Yesterday morning, we saw over 3.5 inches of rain in just an hour or so down around the Stronghurst area. So a lot of moisture involved in these storms. So there is that potential for some very heavy rain.
So the showers are there, though they keep missing the Quad Cities over the last few days.
Yeah, you know, it's sort of, I guess, like a donut. You know, we're in that little donut hole right in the middle in the Quad Cities where we've picked up less than 3 inches of rain since the first day of July. So in over a month and a half, we've had less rain than Stronghurst saw yesterday.
All right, well, I know several folks will be inviting those rain showers to help out watering those lawns and gardens. All right, you can volunteer tomorrow to change lives and create a stronger community. Our live guest has more on United Way's Day of Caring right after the break.
Stay with us. You're watching CBS4 News This Morning. The time now is 6:10.
You're watching CBS4 News This Morning at 6 with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is CBS4 News This Morning.